Hey, what's up, good people? I am back in the studio. Let me cut this down a little bit. It's a little hot. Test. Hey, if you're new to the page, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. We're going to go right into opening bell. Let's get it.
One of my favorite junior growth stocks in the entire market. And you went to watch this. It's a really great company.
Speaking of the consumer, did we get to the Target call today?
The can's too depressing.
The city goes, they were at 170, they go to 130, I think, somewhere in that range. On the idea that they are losing share and highly susceptible to a cut in discretionary spending.
Well, and also the .com doing very poorly. There are a lot of people who feel that behind the scenes in that is the return of student debt payments. And that's going to hurt it. But it's almost like I felt like they had a mole, and it was a devastating time.
Let's get the opening bell here in the CNBC Real-Time Exchange. At the big board, it's clean energy company Net Power going public via SPAC. At the NASDAQ, it's fintech company D-Local celebrating 2 years since going public. I'm still getting over your view on how we're going to open the window on IPOs.
Oh, no, this a SPAC today is indicative. Kava's going to be so hot that people are going to say, you know what? Once again, I can do an IPO, and David knows this how it works. They'll have a series of IPOs where they'll do only, say, 1/10 of the stock.
You mean 10% of the company?
Yeah, they'll control the float. They'll say,
yeah.
listen, this is the next Kava. People will be sucked in. It'll work. It works for the first 3-4 months, and it gets everything back again.
There we go, good people. That's the morning bell. Hey, I got some notes, and I'm going to read them from my phone, so excuse me. I didn't fire up the iPad after traveling yesterday. It's just been a crazy one. Then I want to talk to the family for a minute. I want to talk to y'all for a minute, all right? Hey, let's take a quick look at crypto. As we could see, some of the most popular cryptos. Bitcoin is up. That's one too many sixes for your boy. 26666. All right. Let's get another penny in there or something. I don't like that. All right, we can see Matic, Solana, ETH, Cardano is down a lot. It may be a buying opportunity for those of you that are into crypto. Hey, good morning. Robinhood is delisting SOL, Matic, ADA. Yeah, you know what's funny is that they, you guys know the SEC is suing Binance and Coinbase, right? And they listed all of these cryptos and said that they were equities, right? The one they didn't list, the one that he didn't talk about was XRP. Go figure. All right. So let's get to some of these notes and get you guys, some of you guys, off to work. Those of you in the East Coast are already at work. All right. First, Ford and GM will get access to 12,000 of Tesla's charging stations. So if you look, GM is up, Ford is up, and of course, Tesla is ripping. If you made money on Tesla in the last week, let me know if you did. I made a killing on these options, and I sold out all, took my profit, and ran. Start the car. That's me. Ran. All right. Tesla ran up on yesterday. Continue to run after hours because they are finding new ways to monetize their already system. So you got Ford and now GM that has access to their 12,000 charging stations. We knew that this was going to happen, right? Banks are cutting off Binance access to the U.S., right? And you guys know how I felt about CZ and the way he did FTX. It just shows who you are. And you got to be careful. That's why we got to be careful. When somebody points a finger at somebody else, we got to see what their intent is, their true intent is. And, I smelt a fart in the room, and that fart was CZ. I'm sorry. It is what it is. All right. Congress considers 2 more bills for artificial intelligence. The SEC is suing Binance and Coinbase. And I told you they named all of these cryptos except XRP, right? You guys know about the alert, the air quality alert. 20 states now. We were in New York yesterday. New York looked like the apocalypse. It was gray and orange. I never seen anything like that before. I've been to New York many times and it was crazy. We got there Tuesday, and as the plane was descending, I thought we were in the smog of LA. It was crazy. All right, here's what I want you to keep on your radar for next week. Tuesday, the 13th, is the FOMC meeting, but it's also when the CPI comes out, right? And then on the 14th, we will know if the Fed is going to raise or pause on the interest rates. So that's next week, the 13th and the 14th. That's the 13th is the start of the FOMC meeting, but it's also CPI. So we will get inflation data. And then the 14th is when the Fed will make his decision on which way he will be going. All right, good people. So wanted to get that all in the way. Hey, kids, Tesla stocks are up. Hey, mommy trader, long term. Yeah. It just keeps going. Yep. Yeah. You missed the live band. man. Big time volume on Neo. Yeah, I was looking at Neo. I just looked at it this morning on the ticker. Yep. Queen, you're seeing green, Queen? Hey, I love that. Yep. Yeah, it's amazing. Yep. Should you take profits? That's really up to you. You know, if you're not going to take profits, at least set a trailing stop loss if this trade that you're in is a swing trade. At least set a stop loss. Now, if you are up a lot, you know, I took profits. But remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell because it can keep going. Now, I have Tesla in 2 portfolios. I have one that I'm not taking profit. You guys know I've been DCAing. I actually been DCAing in Tesla for 3 years. You guys have been following me for 2 years, DCAing in Tesla, right? But I also have another portfolio where I swing trade Tesla. As you guys see, I show you I buy the stock right out and I do options. I've been making way more money doing the options, just doing call options on Tesla. You know, some people write it up, write it down. I just got a thing I've learned. I never short Tesla. I was like, I just wait for it to come down, then I'll do a call option. It's almost like the kiss of death if you short Tesla. All right. So, hey, what else we got here? What else we got? Inflation is theft. We must become our own central banks. Boom. Yep. You are absolutely right. We must become our own banks. Man, that's a whole, like they used to say, you just preached a whole message right there because that is the truth. And we can become our own banks. It really is that simple. All it takes is a made up mind. We got to get from under these banks. I'm just telling you guys the truth. All right. So the dials are pretty flat. The indices, should I say, are pretty flat. The Dow is flat, as you can see. S&P is up, but look at the S&P, good people, 43. I mean, the S&P broke last week over 42, and now we're at 43, which is a very, very bullish sign, right? The S&P is showing us that we are in an extreme bear market bounce, or we could be in a short-term bull run. All right. But we here, what do? Let's hear it. Yes, we trade the market that we're in. That's what we do. Right. Yeah, we expect something is coming down the road. No one knows. Is it going to be the end of this year? Is it going to be the beginning or the middle of next year? No one knows. No one has a crystal ball unless your name is Pelosi. But what I am doing, and remember, it's not one size fit all. What I am doing is I am being prepared. I have cash ready. I am locked and loaded, ready to go. But I'm also going in and grabbing and adding to my cash positions. So I win, right? That's the way it works for me. It worked for me this way in 2007 through 2009, which was the 2008 recession. And, when you do something that works, you keep doing it, right? When you do something that keeps failing, you stop it, right? So I'm going to just leave it right there. Hey, is specific options? I don't understand. Banks. How do you become our own banks? That's a lot. There's a lot of things that you can do to become your own banks. If I could tell you this right now, you and your family can all take out insurance policies and become your own banks. I want you to just Google that. You literally can become your own banks through insurance. There's many ways for you to become your own banks and to borrow against yourself. All you need is a group of people with a made up mind. Most families can become their own banks. Check it out. All right. Good morning. I'm at work. Can't wait until I am a trillionaire. And there you go. Don't blow those options up, though. Take profits. Nice meeting you on Wednesday. We talked about trust, foundation, generational wealth building. Also, folks haven't done listening to your help should feel. And yep. Hey, it was nice meeting you too. Hey, for those of you that came out in the fog, man, can you please look into Apple? I have Apple. I have some Apple calls. That was the only position that I had that I carried over from last week. And I'm just pretty flat. I'm up a little bit today on it. I'm up 21%. Well, I'm up 22% today on my Apple calls, but I don't have much in my Apple calls. I really don't have much. But we will do a deep dive into Apple and go into that a little later. Okay. What else do we have? How are you guys? We're looking at that. We're looking at into sponsorships. We want to thank Boo Moo for sponsoring the Core 4 in New York. It was awesome, man. We had an awesome time. I'm going to post some pictures and some video when we get that from them, from the videographer. Okay. So sorry, Uncle Larry, if you were always telling. I'm trying to read that. Ooh, that's coming. What does it mean to take profits and stop loss? So if you're up, right? If you're up, I would love to come to England. I love it. Hey, if you're up, what it means to take profits, if you're up, let's say you're in, let's just go through this right quick. Where are we? 13 minutes. I don't want this one to be long. All right, let's go into Tesla, right? Right. Let's just go into Tesla. Let's just explore this a little bit, because these are the things that really help, especially a lot of new traders, right? So if you look at Tesla, year to date, right? Let's get this out of the way. You're up 130%. So let's just say you bought Tesla and you're up 130%, right? The truth be told, 50, 80, 130% is not proper profit taking. Now, this is just a generalization, right? What's proper profit taking is actually 20 to 25%. That's actually proper profit taking. Some people go 15 to 20%, right? Before we had this bull market after COVID, we got greedy and we expect to make 100%. But the truth of the matter is you'll make 15% 5 times more than you will make 50%, right? But now you have some of these stocks that are on absolute tears. So there's a few things you could do. I want you to learn how to set a stop loss, meaning if the stock goes up 30%, you could set a stop loss up, 20%, right? And if it goes up to 50%, then you can move that stop loss up to 40% profit, right? That means that it will trigger, right? But what I love to use in cases like this is called a trailing stop loss. Now, I've covered that many times. I want you to just Google it. It's actually on my page where the trailing stop loss chases it. Because what goes up can come down. And, Tesla did that before, went up to 200 and came all the way down to 101, right? So you could have taken profit, it went back down, and you could have gotten back in, right? So there is no one size fit all. There's many ways that you could do it. Myself, I choose to have Tesla in multiple portfolios. One that I'm dollar cost averaging, continual to buy, right? And then one that I swing trade in, right? And then one I only buy when it drops, right? I missed that one-on-one. But there's many ways to win and there's many ways to take profit, okay? But the problem, if you ask that question and the problem that you had last year and the year before and the year before, if you want to be honest, if you looked at most of your losses and you lost because you didn't take profit, then you should be taking profit more often. Don't continue to make the same mistakes, right? So I wanted to say that. I also wanted to say thank you for always giving us. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Queen, you are always, yep. Does anyone here hold penny stock? Yeah, you know what? Somebody answer that question. I will tell you. Trading penny stock is different than trading regular stock. It's different from trading crypto. There are certain rules with penny stock that don't apply, all right? You have to take profit way more often with penny stock, all right? Can I address the crypto change in Webull? No, I really don't. I really have to get into that, but I have a lot of crypto in Webull. I'm going to tell you when a few days ago, when the first suit came out, I bought a Bitcoin and a half in Webull. And then when I was up, I just tell you, I was up like $1,500. I cashed out. But this is not my main crypto. That was just a swing trade. I swing trade crypto with the Webull app. Speaking of apps, I want you guys to make sure you partake of Moomoo and make sure you get the free stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Each stock from 3 to 2,000 per stock. And here's what you get as soon as you make your deposit. You see here, they've added a free share of C3AI when you deposit $100. You get the 5 free stock. Look at this. $100 cash reward. Look at that. With a $100 deposit. Bam, you get your money back automatically. Then you get this automatically. So take advantage of that and make sure you learn more, earn more from Stock Up You. So the top 2 links below, make sure you download them both. All right, with Webull, with Moomoo, limited time only, and the price of Stock Up You, limited time only also too. Do you have faith in Bit coming back when you goes BT? I don't know. I'm into Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. I do. Bitcoin was not one of the cryptos that was named. Bitcoin is not an equity. Okay. You're welcome, Keith Brown. What else do you have faith in? Okay, that should we take profits on dividend stocks? So you know what? If you are, like I said, it all depends on when you get in. Yes, you can take profits on dividend stocks. absolutely you could take profits on dividend stocks. Because sometimes they cut back on the dividends. Sometimes they suspend or freeze their dividends. And you may want to put that money into a stock that is performing well. A lot of people get into dividend stocks just for the dividend, but the stock performs horribly, right? So you got to weigh out what's going to make you the best money. And sometimes it's better to get in a stock. Just think about this. If you're in a stock and they're paying an average dividend, right? But the stock trades flat year after year, opposed to another dividend paying stock that you have less money in that has went up 30% year to date. You know what I'm saying? Do the math. So the answer is yes, all right? But now some of the dividend stock that you want long term, you're at work, you're really not day trading, and you are building your dividends for long term, then just continue to buy, and drip your dividends and reinvest it, all right? But make sure you're, in the right dividend paying stock. All right, what do you think about Tesla will go up again? Tesla has a broke resistance, right? Tesla has broke resistance. I'm going to do my ghetto charting. I'm going to also have my technical analysis guy, Stocks with Josh, chart it also too, discuss it, and then I'll come back with you. But Tesla is because of the new news. So you have to understand with technicals, fundamentally, a stock could change and it changes the technicals, right? And so now you have momentum because of what just happened. GM now has access to the 12,000 charging stations. First Ford, now GM. Having said that, if you have Tesla, you may want to consider getting GM and Ford. I am buying Ford daily, not weekly, not monthly. I buy Ford daily because I believe Ford, especially based on the PE and everything else, which the car makers of old have been horrible, and they haven't had any new technology. The newest thing to hit legacy car companies right now is electrification. All right. So I believe that these companies will also win. SoFi and Tesla. I'm in SoFi and Tesla. You love them both. Me too. Thank you. I'm going to hold. All righty. You do you. In order for Tesla to be considered in a reversal, it has to break 300. Okay. On the money hey, I'm going to tell you guys today, remember, I said that last week that I was going to be buying 3 ETFs at $100 a week. And I started last week. VOO, right? Versus Schwab, which is SCHD, right? And what was the other one? I had VOO, SCHD, and ARKK. All three. Those are the three that I am buying $100. And I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not asking you. This is not the Larry Jones $5 a day challenge. This is something that I'm doing so we could see how these ETFs perform. And I will probably do it for the remainder of this year. All right. So, hey, I'm going to leave it right there so I don't go on and on and on and on. Make sure you check out the links below. I want to leave by saying this. I made a video last night that I will leave. The video will come in this box at the end, right? And I was talking about creating side hustles. And I was at the airport last night, and some person, I'm not going to call you an idiot, I want to help you. You said, Larry must not be doing good with his stocks. He's flying Southwest. You missed the whole point of the video. I also got $200 from Southwest because my flight was delayed by 2 hours. That's what I do. You missed the point. I can afford to shop at high-end stores, but I still shop at Ross and K&G. Why? My money is in the markets. You missed the point. I made enough money off of a crap coin to buy my house, this entire studio, right? But where's my money? In the market, and I still live in my same house that I've had for 17 years. So if you want to see me blinging out and all of that, ain't gonna happen. My money will make money. I want you guys to watch that video. And for you that made the comment, if you see people in jeans, listen, I was in the line yesterday with Doug E. Fresh, right? And he was flying commercial. I'm not going to say what airline. I was right behind in pre-check Doug E. Fresh, right? So for those of you that don't know, he's an old school rapper. He ain't broke, neither am I. But we understand that it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Make sure you check out the links below and watch this video. Peace. We'll see you later today.